Hello, Facebook Live. It is Deshawn Antoinette Booker, your maximizing coach. Hello, hello. I am waiting for those to join me. I have not been on Facebook Live for about a couple of weeks or so. So I am excited to share something that is on my mind and on my heart. So I want to just say hello to everyone on this beautiful Friday evening in Los Angeles or wherever you are joining the conversation. Again, I am Deshawn Antoinette Booker, your maximizing coach. And I am excited about working with people. Yes, I am. I work with women particularly, but I work with people. I work with people to do three things: to get them to be intentional, to live with integrity, and to manifest increase in their life. So today I wanted to come to you. Hello, thank you, Brandy, for joining. Hello, hello. I'm so excited. As you see, I titled it Supersize It, right? So what do I mean by supersize it? I know that sounds like really does she mean when she says to supersize it? So we're going to just keep, stand here for a moment. We're spreading the word that I'm on live. Again, Deshawn Antoinette Booker, your maximizing coach. And I am excited to share with you. Hello, Nancy, my girlfriend. Thank you for joining me. If you're joining me for the first time here on Facebook Live, this is my conversation of magnificence, of empowering. So I am sharing some juicy nuggets and using the Facebook Live tool to actually impart in others what I do, right? I am a coach. I'm a teacher. I am a trainer. And my company, Maximizing Your Magnificence, is really about working with women to, of course, as I said, those three things, to get them to be intentional in their lives, to live with integrity, and to manifest increase. So I work with people to do all of those things. So if you're joining us live, thank you. If you're watching the replay, I want to thank you. I'm going to jump right in, even if I'm just talking to myself, because I'm going to stay in integrity. And I was told about 2 days ago to bring this message, okay? And so I woke up, and in my prayer time, in my meditation time, this was dropped into my spirit. And I was to bring this to Facebook Live about maybe a day ago, because, I get things in order first, and then I want to bring it. And so I'm not going to stop if I'm just talking to myself, because I know how to do that. So I'm going to jump right in here, ladies and gentlemen. And again, thank you for joining me. And I don't want to belabor anything, so I'm just going to go right into this awesome message today. So I'm talking to you about your journey. All of us have a customized journey, And I want you to know and understand how to enjoy your customized journey, right? Because your customized journey is really your destination to self-discovery. It's your own customized journey to where you want to end up. And a lot of times we want to end up someplace. We want to go there quick, fast, and in a hurry. And then we begin to do what? We begin to compare ourselves to someone else's journey. That's just what we do. We compare our journey, our life, right, to someone else. And today, as we're living in this social media game, man, the social media platforms can be really encouraging, fulfilling, yet they can also be detrimental to each and every one of us, because we look at what everyone is supposedly doing on Facebook, right? On Instagram, Snapchat, right? Periscoping, and all of these things, what they're doing, right? Twitter. And we say, wow, look at what everyone else is doing in their life. What am I doing in my life? Why can't I get to where that person is? And so I entitled this message today, Supersize It, because we want to supersize everything in our life, don't we? We want everything to be bigger, to be better, to look good, to be faster, right? And so when we're talking about supersize, you all know what I'm talking about. So if you're joining Facebook Live and you love what you're hearing, you can tap it and give me those hearts or thumbs up, right? You can also put a message there and let me know, yes, Deshawn, I agree. That is really, really something I needed to hear, or I'm dealing with that same thing, okay? So what I'm talking about is how we want to compare ourselves to every single body else. We want to compare Why aren't I moving in the way they're moving? Why don't I have what that person have? I have the degrees, I have the intellect, I have the experience, I have the money, I have the personality, I have the networks, right? I have all these things. Why isn't it not adding up for me? Why is it that no one is moving along at my pace? It seems like I'm slowing up because it's your journey. It's your customized journey, and it is designed and tailor-made especially for you. Right? So the first thing I just want to say to you, when we are comparing ourselves to every single person out there, and we've all have been guilty of doing that. We compare ourselves to everyone on television. We compare ourselves to people in our own family, to our friends, our associates, right? Our neighbors. Absolutely. We compare ourselves to our colleagues, right? To those we went to college with. I can't believe she is married 3 times and I can't get married 1 time. I can't believe they have invested in his program, in his project, and I can't get 1 investors in what I know God has called me to do. I can't believe that person has a business that is really, in my opinion, not that good of a product. And here it is. I have great creative ideas and I can't get my business to get launched. Well, stop doing that. Just stop. Stop comparing yourself to someone else's journey. And you know, I'm always saying what stop is, all right? Well, this is what I'm always doing. I'm always giving an acronym. So for me, stop, S-T-O-P. When I'm saying stop comparing yourself, the first thing I want you to do in the stop is surrender. Just surrender. Surrender to your own calling. Surrender to your gift, okay? And you know I'm always talking about surrender. Right, just surrender to who you are. Surrender to that. Embrace that. So when you are stopping yourself from comparing yourself to others, the S means just surrender to your calling. The T in stop is just trust your calling. The O in stop is offer your calling to others. Offer your gift. Begin to operate in your gifts, in your skill set. Begin to operate there. And then the P, begin to plant seeds of possibility. Begin to plant seeds of possibility. And you know, by plant, I mean plant them first in your consciousness, in your mind, in your thought, right? And then literally plant them out amongst others. That will keep you fresh in stopping yourself from comparing yourself to others. Ask God to supersize your journey. Ask God to supersize your journey. How about that? How about asking him to supersize that, right? We want to supersize everything else. We go into the restaurant and we ask God to supersize our meal. So hello, Denise. Love you. God bless you. Thanks for joining. We want to ask God to supersize our desserts, our entrees. We want extra sauce. We want extra cheese. We want extra toppings on everything, right? I know for me, when I have a sandwich and it has some hummus on it, because I eat hummus, I want extra hummus. I want extra hummus. So I say supersize my hummus. So why do we want everything else in our life to be supersized, but not our individualized, customized journey? We don't want our journey to be our own journey. We want our journey to look like someone else's. Because when I'm looking at someone else's journey, it looks like they're popping, right? Right? Like they're just making it happen. Like we don't even understand the things they've gone through and what it looked like before we're seeing it now in 3D, right? And so the other day when this was placed upon my heart about what is your journey? Your journey is your customized journey for you, and it's your road to your self-discovery. It's not about someone else's. So stop comparing yourself. Stop doing that. Stop looking at what everyone's doing on Facebook, how many likes somebody have. Stop looking at how many followers someone. If I did that, child, I would never move out the bed. I just stay in the house. If I looked at how many so-called followers I had on some social media platform, really? Is that how I'm going to define my worth, define my value? No. As I said before, social platforms are awesome. They are fantastic, but they can also become detrimental to you and to who you are, your calling, right? So even the media, everything, and family members. Listen, this is what someone told me. You know, I like to get really close, right? One of my mentors just told me about 2 weeks ago. She said, Deshawn, listen, let me tell you something. She said, Deshawn, the next time someone asks you, why aren't you married? This is what my mentor told me. She said, the next time. Now, I wasn't really even talking about not being married. We were just having a conversation because that's what mentors to mentees do, right? And she said, the next time someone asks you, Deshawn, why aren't you married? You tell them it's a divine delay. It's a divine delay. I said, I love it and I'm going to use it. That's right. It's divine delay. So your journey, hello, Kathy, hello, Samuel. So your journey is your customized journey. It does not belong to anyone else. It just doesn't. So stop comparing your journey to the next person. And I said that the stop means, the S means what? Surrender to your calling. The T means what? Trust your calling. The O means what? Begin to operate and offer your calling. And the P means what? Begin to plant seeds of possibility. Plant some seeds. And those first start in your mind, in your consciousness. You have to plant it there first. And then begin to go out and plant those seeds of possibilities through your work, through your giving, in your actions, how you network, how are you contributing? So then you begin to stay here in your own lane. See, stay in your own lane. Now I know some of us, for us, our paths have been treacherous. Absolutely. Absolutely. And then there's other times where your path has been fulfilling. It's been safe. It's been secure. But let me tell you what I know for sure. As you walk along your life path, every step is an important step to your journey. Every step is important. You may not recognize it while it's happening because it seems very painful, right? You may not get that, but it is. It's an important step to your journey, to the fulfillment of who you are. Who you are. Hello, Charlene. Thanks for joining this evening. You want to understand that you need to really every morning say, God, supersize my journey. God, supersize my journey. You want to live in outrageous openness. When I got that principle, wow, did things start changing and shifting in my life. I'm talking about right now, within the past 6 months. When I opened up myself to outrageous openness to God, right? When I just said, I surrender, like every day that I wake up, I say, I surrender to you, God. I surrender this day to you. Every day I say that, every single day. And when I began to understand the principle of outrageous openness, oh my gosh, you can't even, I mean, when I've heard, Denise knows what I'm talking about, in this life, in the self-help industry, we say a lot of times, you know, you want your life to be unrecognizable. Well, honey, that's happening for me. I can't even breathe right now. Literally, I can't. I can breathe. Let me take that back. What I'm attempting to do is to catch up with what's happening because you want to be prepared. Ooh, you didn't get that one. We ask for abundance, but are you prepared? You ask for all of the blessings, right, from heaven to just pour out, but are you prepared? So you got to get prepared while you're on your journey. You got to do that. And just know this, that it may seem like you're not accomplishing anything in this world. It will. It will seem, it will appear like, man, I've been working so hard. Hello, Malia. Thanks for joining. It looks like I've been working so hard. When am I going to reap the fruits of my labor? When am I going to reap the fruits of my labor? Everyone is just moving along, right? Everyone's on the social media. Everyone's doing this and doing that. Well, let me say something to you. Yes, it may appear as if in this physical world, on your physical journey, things are not aligning up for you as you want them to. But your spiritual journey, your spiritual journey is something altogether different, honey. See, your physical journey. Hello, Tracy. Thanks for joining, cousin. Your physical journey sets you up for the Holy Ghost setup for your spiritual journey to come out huge, for you to gain spiritual awareness and discernment. Come on now. Builds character. See, you just are focused on your physical journey, but there's a spiritual journey that's taking place, and we don't really give that too much attention. We don't spend time studying, being still. No, you don't. No, you don't. Some of you, listen, you wake up and the first thing you do, you know we do, I've done it, we grab that phone and we want to see who said what over the nighttime, who's saying what now, how many likes did I get from the posting that I put up, how many people are following me, all that stuff, right? So you have to get still so that your spiritual journey can show up for you. How can your spiritual journey show up if you just focus all on the physical journey, right? Come on now. So you want to ask God, God, supersize my journey. Supersize it. That's right. The ups, the downs, the highs, the lows. You want to embrace your customized journey because it is your destination to your self-discovery. That's how you're going to know what you're made of. Why does my hair seem like it's lopsided? Listen. We have to know what we're made of. And I always say this, and I know you feel the same way. Just let me know. Tap the screen. Hit me a message, right? Listen. If I had $10 for every moment in my life where I had to build some character, let's just sit right there for a minute. If I had $10 for every time I had a situation, a circumstance in which, I had some character building, that built my character, I would really be rich. And I know you the same, right? So like, Deshaun, I don't need to keep building character. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. On your journey, you want to learn how to build character because you want to see what you're really made of. You want to know what you're really made of. You need to start maximizing your magnificence, child. You need to start maximizing your magnificence. Just maximize it. Supersize it. Supersize it. Stop comparing yourself to others, though. Stop doing that, right? So if you're just joining, listen, I'm just talking here. I'm sharing something that was placed on my heart a couple of days ago on your journey is your customized journey, and it is your destination to your self-discovery. And I don't mean that in theory. See, because what we do is we compare our journey to everybody else's journey. We want to know, why is so-and-so moving faster? Why is so-and-so married? Why does so-and-so have this, amount of money in his or her bank account? Why are they, traveling the way they are? Why do they have, their book deal and I'm still waiting? Why don't, I have this thought, this idea in my head, or I put some things out there and it isn't manifesting for me the way that I want them to. Why is that? Well, because that's not your journey. Please let somebody have their own journey. Get in your lane. Embrace your journey. Embrace your journey. Ask God to supersize your journey so that he can do what? Move in your life with outrageous openness, right? Outrageous openness. That's what you want to do. And then I'm going to say this, and I'm going to let this, I'm going to keep it short because I need to go. But listen, I want you to know this. When results are not manifesting for you the way you want them to, right? When results are not manifesting for you the way you want, please do not speak negatively over that. Do not kill your dreams before they are birthed. Do not kill your passions and your purposes. Do not do that. If you are not seeing results the way you want to, do not begin to speak death over that, right? Life and death are in the power of the tongue. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. Absolutely, right? That's Proverbs 18:21. And they that love it should eat the fruit thereof. So you cannot speak death over what you want because it's not happening fast enough for you. It's your journey. Stop and ask, what am I supposed to learn here? What am I supposed to really be still about here? What is it that I've been missing? Every single one of your circumstances are all going to align themselves up with your journey. And I want you to know this, the choices that we make, they also feed into your journey. They also feed into your journey. Yes, Samuel, supersize your journey, Samuel. Yes. The choices that we make, do you know they create your life story? And sometimes we get off track with our choices, right? Just get back on track. Just get back on track. Have compassion towards yourself. How do we get off track? Distractions, setbacks, financial, situations, obligations, right? Losses in our lives, right? We get off track by fear, procrastination. Oh, we know how to put some things off, don't we? We know how to put some things off because you're fearful. That's where that comes from. There's a root cause to every person who is procrastinating. Procrastination has a root cause. And once you really get quiet and just ask God, what is the root cause of my procrastination? Ask him to really, truly reveal that to you. Because those are distractions and they get you off track. Relationships can get you off track. Child, we want to be in love. We find somebody, we love them. And that's all we want to do every single day, right? Is be in that loving space. We want to love lavishly. And there's nothing wrong with loving lavishly. But how about being on your journey and loving your journey lavishly, right? So that you are in purpose. So we get distracted. So when you get distracted, just get back on track. Get back on track by sitting still and saying, okay, what is it here really that I need to do? What do I need to do? How can I show up bigger for myself? How can I supersize this season in my life? How can I supersize, right, my consciousness? How can I supersize my thought life, right? How can I supersize that? How can you do that? So ask for more of that. Ask for more of that, right? Hello, Natasha. Thanks for joining the conversation. Thank you so very, very much. So I want you to just get quiet with that, right? So I know you all know what I'm talking about. So listen. I'm going to just roll this up. I'm going to roll this up. Okay. So I said to stop complaining, stop speaking negatively over all that you really desire to do. Okay. And let me see. I want to give you some growth work. All right. So I'm always giving growth work. I love it because I don't just want to come and share. Right. I want you to walk away with something tangible that you can do. And that's the work that I do when I'm coaching. I give tangible tools. Right. So I want you to do this. I want you to reflect on at least four. There we go. I want you to reflect on at least 4 unfavorable moments in your life. They were unfavorable. You didn't like it. They didn't show up very well for you. OK, I want you to just check out 4. Look back over your life, and I want you to reflect on 4 unfavorable moments in your life. And this is what I want you to do. I want you to ask yourself, what new higher awareness of self was I released to as a result of that unfavorable moment? I'll say it again. You're going to reflect on 4 unfavorable moments in your life, on your journey. We're talking about your journey, right? Ask yourself, what new higher awareness of self were you released to as a result of that fork in the road? As a result of that unfavorable moment? What new higher sense of self were you released to? Because we were released to a higher awareness of self. We just don't take the time to really reflect on that. We stay stuck in, how it didn't feel good and how it was a barrier, right? We stay stuck there. But I want you to supersize your journey. I want you to supersize your thought process, your thought life, right? I want you to supersize your passion. I want you to supersize all of those great, wonderful things that you desire. So I want you to just look back over your life and say, what were 4 circumstances, experiences in my life that, man, they were treacherous. Man, I didn't like that. But it released you to a higher awareness of self. Once you began to create that habit in your life of doing that, you'll then begin to see that your journey is customized for you so that you begin to maximize your magnificence on this earth, that you begin to play big as you were designed to do, but not in theory, not just in theory, but in practical living, in your practical everyday lifestyle. It will show up for you. So, listen, I want to thank you for allowing me into your sacred spaces. Thank you for allowing me to share what was deposited inside of me a couple of days ago. And again, you're always going to hear from me, but I'm a person who fully operates from an intentional space. So I don't just jump on and just keep saying things. I jump on when I am impressed to do so, when I am moved to do so. And as that movement begins to move with and build up momentum, it will, and you'll see more of me. I want you to follow me on Periscope, Instagram, and Twitter at Deshawn Booker. I want you to also, if you have not, like my page on Facebook, Maximizing Your Magnificence. I want you to also look forward to, I know I've been saying this, but literally my website is launching. I believe it's going to be launching early next week. So excited. So you'll have that information. I will be speaking in October 20th to the 23rd. I will be speaking at the Bella Network Women's Conference in Long Beach. I'll be giving that information to you. I'll be speaking at a wonderful, wonderful conference. I'll also be speaking at my own conference. I've moved the date to November. And you'll hear more about all of these juicy, juicy things happening along my journey, right? And listen, I love you. I thank you for allowing me into your hearts, into your minds, into your sacred spaces. And I wish nothing but God's greatness and God's abundance for you in every area of your awesome life. I thank you for allowing me to just, chit chat with you, right? To have a conversation. Again, thank you. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening and wonderful weekend, and continue to tune in to me for the next conversation of maximizing your magnificence. And again, I work with individuals to get them to be intentional, to live and work with integrity, and to manifest increase. I love you. God bless you. Thank you, everyone. Smooches and deuces. Thank you for joining, Joycelyn and Tiffany. Listen, if you didn't get everything, you can always look at the replay. Share the video with your friends. I love you. God bless you. Peace. I love you. Bye-bye.